Hello everyone, this is Stephanie from IGN Guides, and I'm joined by Destin Legarie.
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 It's Legarie. You did it again.
2 for 2. I'm sorry.
I just told you today how to say it.
It's
and you're
true.
like, I'm not going to mess up the voiceover. I'll say it right. I promise. You promise me. No,
your last name just makes me want to say Legarie, but okay, Legarie.
There you go.
Destin Legarie, also from IGN Guides. And we're taking a look at Dead Island. We're going to give you like a full footage of
the world, brother.
From the beginning to like a certain point in the plot. So we're going to talk about it a little bit.
It looks like you picked Logan.
I did pick Logan.
And he has a very like, I fell from the top. I'm playing Deus Ex right now, and I notice he also has a very growly voice.
I actually really like that kind of growly voice. I mean, it makes him sound like he smokes like 8 packs a day. But
you're a big Batman fan? Big Batman fan, man?
So that was unnecessary. See, this is his natural voice. Batman's voice is
I'm
not.
Logan. You guys want to go get a beer after work or something? You know.
So you
like,
said I went with Logan. He's a throwing expert, and you went with who?
I went with Jean, and she is a sharp weapons expert, like swords and stuff like that.
And knives and stuff.
And,
cool.
I know how to say her name because Soul Calibur has a character named Jean Noir.
Ah.
Like that,
Hell, we're taking a look.
The more you know.
Yeah. And you're doing a lot of looting, it looks like.
There's a lot of luggage left unattended, so I might as well rummage through them to find money, because money is really important in this game, actually.
When you go on vacation, do you put all of your money in your luggage?
I don't.
Neither do I, but these people foolishly have to your game, luckily.
Luckily.
So.
And as you play, you'll find money in a lot of other odd places, but I'm not complaining, because
you need it.
Yeah, I want all the money I can get.
So you get money, and you just picked up a mod or something. What do you do with the money in this modifier you just picked up?
So you can use, there are stores, like you have vendors that sell and buy things, so that's one thing money's used for. But the other thing, the key thing, is you use money to upgrade and repair your weapons. Because the weapons degrade over time, has like a durability similar to like Fallout.
Yeah.
And you give money to the workbench to have it repair stuff for you.
So it's not like a guy with a trench coat being like, "What are you buying?" It's a workbench.
I would be a little wary of giving money to a guy like that.
Yeah.
Especially on a zombie infested island.
Yeah.
But
if you were protecting the president's daughter, it'd be okay.
Maybe.
Then it'd be all right. All right. So you're exploring right now, and what happened to your guy? Did he get drunk? Did he get all drunk at that party at the beginning?
No, this character did not. If you watch the beginning movie, he was the one. I guess it's some other unknown character that kind of stumbled around drunk.
I played on the Champions. Is he that guy?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
But he just wakes up in his hotel room with a crazy hangover and finds out that the entire hotel has been deserted and everyone else has been turned into zombies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So everybody got really drunk. You'd think the drunkest people would already be zombies. You know, like they're
more
like
susceptible.
Easy target.
Yeah, I hear you.
I don't know about you, but when I'm at a party and some guy gets drunk really early and passes out, he is the one who wakes up with penises drawn on his face. Like every time.
This is why I'm very
somehow,
careful not to get too drunk at parties.
Somehow you've managed to wake up, you're alive,
Penisless.
penis free on your face region, and you're alive on a zombie infested island.
Yeah, thankfully
it looks pretty nice. Not a lot to go. Oh my God, dead bodies.
Holy crap! I was gonna say, thankfully these vacation goers didn't bring permanent markers with them.
Yeah. Yes.
But anyways, yeah.
So
right
people
now,
are jumping off the roof. What is going on here?
I don't think
I
they
am
were
so confused.
That did not look like they jumped off. They looked like they were tossed off.
Oh, tossed off by the evil zombies who are smart enough to throw people.
Who knows? There's some serious stuff going afoot.
Speaking of serious stuff, now actually seeing that reminds me of the controversial first trailer that was released. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, definitely. The epic trailer that everyone went crazy over. Like, oh my God, this is like the most serious, somber zombie trailer I've ever seen.
I saw some people who like made YouTube videos where they're like, I refuse to watch this. There's a little girl in this trailer, and I refuse to watch it. And the response was overall negative. And I actually interviewed somebody at E3 who said, he said there may be little kids involved, but he didn't want to spoil anything. But he insinuated that there's no children in the game at all now.
Which I'm thankful for. Because I would be disturbed, and I don't think I could actually, kill zombie kids or whatever.
Yeah. No, I agree. That would be disturbing, and that's why, for the most part, in like Fallout New Vegas, there's children in that game that you can shoot and everything, but they never die. They just kind of fall down
Right.
and get back up.
I think that's the case in most games. Like, if there are children around that you could shoot at, they won't actually die. Yeah. So that's probably the same case here, and they just fix that by removing children completely, so you don't have to worry about that.
Well, I think they might have missed out on an opportunity because I thought that first trailer was really powerful, and it brought up the family dynamic. And like, what if you were a mother and father and a friend and a rap star, because you have to have the rap star in there, trying to protect that little girl from not getting that fate.
You know, Destin, I'm not a fan of escort missions. I rather just be on my own and cooperate with other people, not try to protect helpless people that will probably get themselves and myself killed.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
in a little bit, you're actually going to discover some people who are hiding in a hut who you kind of end up protecting, correct?
In a way, but you're helping them to help yourself, because they have the same goal as you do. You want to get off the island, you want to survive. So, I mean, they're just two big pansies who do that shit themselves. And we could...
I'm not saying I don't like the game. I really enjoyed the game. I played for about 30 minutes, and I'm like, I see where they're going with this. I'm for it. Like, I like it. I like being worried that I'm going to hit somebody too many times with the weapon, they'll die and everything. I just feel like they lost like a really powerful emotional connection that they could have built with the player for a younger character like that. And I don't think it would have, if it was done right, not just
It would have been a totally
big
different
escort
game.
mission.
Like,
I hate escort missions.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be in video
How would
games.
that work in an open world environment? Can you imagine how much trouble that would be?
Cutscenes. Cutscenes every time you have to escort her somewhere.
Yeah, that's terrible.
And then like she runs into a house and hides, and you
It's
gotta
like-
kill all the zombies.
You have to tell her to wait here in the corner, don't cry, you'll attract zombies, and while you go and like kill zombies, and then come get her again to like move on. That doesn't, I don't know, that's not my cup of tea. I'm glad they did not go that route.
You're all for the rap star
The rap star,
is making it big. Logan, the ex-champion, who didn't quite make it. Well, I don't know that. I don't know if he's that character.
I didn't read all their bios
intro
either,
movie.
but they seem to have quite a motley crew of zombie survivors. It's pretty interesting.
Okay, I got to comment on this. This guy reveals that he's a doctor later, and you picked Logan, who we've already established speaks English, but I picked Jean,
Who's an Asian lady.
Asian lady. What if she didn't speak English?
She would have had
What
her
if
skull
Logan
bashed
was
in,
from
and that would
France
have been
and
pretty.
only spoke French? And the guy's like, nod your head or I'll bash your head.
What if
in."
it was what if like she didn't speak English and it had to be a QTE event that lasted like 0.5 seconds, and if you missed it in that event, you would have game overed right there. The game was
Yeah,
over.
That's it. Hope you enjoyed that island.
The credits roll. Well, you didn't survive.
Yeah, yeah.
Moving on.
You died. Game over. No, what they probably would have did is they kill off that character and like that was the opening sequence. Now you got to protect this little girl. No, I'm just kidding.
Let's not give them any ideas.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see if they touch on that first trailer though by the end of the game. Maybe it comes up later. Maybe that's like a side mission, because the side missions that I've done are like, go get me the boathouse key. Oh, you got it. Go get me this other piece of crap that's stupid.
There's definitely not a lot of like character interaction or any kind of developments or relationship developments so far. Like all these interactions have been really shallow and really brief. Like just, hey, help me go get this thing or this thing, and then thanks for helping me out, and he gives you money, and then that's it.
Oh, okay.
End of transaction.
Well, what about weapons? Can you like build your own stuff or anything like that?
You can go around the world scavenging different kind of items, and when you
Like
find
what?
blueprints, like what? Like I just picked up an ore,
Okay, yeah.
and I'm using it to kill these zombies right now.
Yeah.
And you can find other things like knives, and there's also like hammers and I think there's a big emphasis on melee weapons.
Okay.
Like occasionally you'll come across guns.
Really?
Yeah.
Are they really powerful then, or do they kind of suck?
So my character is not a gun specialist, right? So I haven't come across any guns that would replace my very reliable melee weapons. So I can't say for sure if these guns are more powerful.
Okay then.
See, I'd be really interested to see if they're, because In a game like Dead Rising, guns are useless. You get a pistol, you might as well throw it away because the boxing gloves that look like Wolverine claws are much better.
This could work better because it's in first person.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, like, if you have and one of the characters actually emphasizes, like, gun usage, so it probably works better here. I can't say for sure.
Listen, your friend from the hotel's awake.
Melee
You're
weapons
right
work
about
better,
being
or
immune
guns
to this
work
thing.
better?
If it wasn't
Melee
for him, we
weapons.
wouldn't have made it.
It seems
Maybe
like if there
now we
was
can
a
hold out
zombie
until help
apocalypse,
arrives.
pistols and stuff won't work so well. Machine
because
guns,
everyone-
okay. Shotguns. Shotguns
need
work
to get out of
exceptionally
there.
well.
Okay,
Some
I have
help
to
you.
debunk that
I can
myth.
arrange for
Because, like,
transportation
most people
by
who get
air,
their
by
hands on a
sea,
gun
but
are
first you need to
terrible
get here.
shots. They're
To
not
me.
going to be able to land these headshots
I
that
have
everyone
many
loves.
second
Well, you
injured
don't
here,
need to with a
mate.
shotgun.
They're
You just
crazy
shoot it
with
and it's
fear.
just like,
Tell me
And if
where
you're
you
not
are.
prepared for the recoil,
Where
you're going
are
to find
ya?
yourself flying 20 feet backwards
and fall down.
there?
and fall down
And
and
then
get
you're
you.
dead.
Yeah.
Good point.
So melee weapons is the way to go.
God
Good
damn
point.
it.
What do you actually? People should put in the comments what they
Just touch and
think
go with you
the
for a
best
while.
weapon would be in a zombie
Oh, God.
apocalypse and why.
I
Why
hope,
would that weapon?
you
be
know,
the
I
best?
expect to see a lot of katanas because
Katana,
people
yeah.
think that is like the go-to weapon, even though I think it's kind of
In
dumb.
video games, it is. They work great. They slice right through them if they were perfectly sharpened and everything. But if it's like a piece of crap one you get in a mall that are like dulled on purpose,
Yeah.
you're gonna hit them, go about halfway through, and the zombie's not gonna die because they're not decapitated.
Mm-hmm.
You have to take off their head. That's the important thing to remember.
It's
I've
true.
nerded out a little bit about zombies there.
It's funny because everyone thinks that, like, in the event of a zombie apocalypse, they'll know what to do, exactly what to do to survive.
Name's John Cinnamon.
So,
The head
and they
life
know
guy.
exactly what kind of
Voice
weapon
on
they'll
the
be
radio told me you were in
using.
trouble at the hotel.
Yeah, I'll be curious to
Said
see
you
what
were
everyone says.
resistant to whatever this
So
is.
Personally, I'd go for like a mallet
Don't believe it.
or
A
like
mallet?
or a hatchet.
Saw
A
the
mallet?
marks.
Yeah, like a
Got no
bald
symptoms,
mallet.
but
So like when
Like
I
a sledgehammer, kinda. Like
when
a
I
big
lodge
sledge.
it in a zombie's skull, it's most
Gotta
likely
know
gonna
who
like
you are.
bust his
Boy,
brains
you
out.
know that
That's
guy
good
on
for
the radio.
one-on-one, but
But
what
he's
if
our
it's
only connection with
1-on-5?
the
Then I
outside
run the
world.
hell away.
Oh yeah, good thinking. That's smart.
Yeah.
I saw him coming.
Now talking about weapons, you said you have to pick
So
up
here's the thing.
blueprints for
We
every
need to
weapon you
move
build.
everybody to
Yeah, they're
the
not
main
exactly
live
called
guard
blueprints,
station.
but sort of
There's an
like
image.
you
You
have
have
to
a bat,
you have to
you
learn
have
it
nails.
beforehand.
With an
You have a
antenna.
bat, you have nails, and you have a hammer, and you're like, I just don't know what to do with
Your
this.
character won't know what to do with it.
I better drop some schematics before or find some schematics
You have
that
to
something
find
else
them.
is drawn up
Good.
before
So-
I figure out what to
First
do with
off, we need
these
an
3
access
items.
card to get past
Yeah,
the
exactly.
security
You
gate.
can't
Mine's in
just
my room.
randomly
With all
put
the
things
commotion, I
together with
forgot to
reckless
take a
abandon
whiff.
and expect to make
It's
something
my
out of it.
lower
You have to
weapon,
have the
boots.
blueprints beforehand.
Take a
But the
weapon
cool
and
thing
watch
is
yourself.
you have this like
Maybe
wide
immune.
variety
That don't mean you
of different
can't
weapons
die.
that can make the same weapon
Mhm.
or
Items
variety
that
of
make-
items that
yeah.
make the same weapon.
Okay. Like,
So you
can
have a lot
give
of
an
options
example?
there. Yeah, like when you make a baseball bat with nails, like the obvious choice is to have nails and a baseball bat. But you
Yeah.
can also use it with another wooden blunt object too.
Oh, like
So
an
there's
oar.
like
An
there's
oar
like a
and
long
nails would
list
work.
for that you can look at. Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool. And you need blueprints to do that, of
you
course.
do. You have to.
Because, yeah. You know, I gotta say, that's one reason why Chuck Green is awesome. Because if you just get stuff that you think might work together, he just does it. He uses duct tape for everything.
There's duct tape
Is there
here.
duct tape?
There's duct tape here. There are wires. There's all sorts of like seemingly
what do we
useless
got
items that
here?
you'll find like rummaging through trash cans and like people's luggages, but
Mhm.
they all have some kind of purpose, it seems. Because I found like this deodorant bar that I was like, what am I gonna do with deodorant?
Yeah.
This is I was gonna chuck it, but then later on I found blueprints for a deodorant bomb, and I was like, oh hell yeah.
What
Being
what did the
resourceful.
blueprints say you needed? Deodorant.
Deodorant.
Step 1, deodorant. Step 2, the bomb.
Step
Deodorant
3,
bomb.
BO.
Yeah. Complete. Did you get a chance to use it?
I haven't yet.
Oh, really?
Because I was
Are you
missing
holding on
missing
to
a
it?
component. So
What component are you using?
I can't remember. You're putting
Oh,
me on
really?
the spot, Destin. I can't remember everything.
Oh.
But yeah, there's like a long list of, depending on the item you're trying to make, there's a long list of things you can use and different things you can combine
Well, there's
to
actually,
make that one item.
you know, there's something people might not know about you, and this area is pretty creepy. You get into an open area, there's a lot of zombies like, ugh. You're terrified of this game.
I definitely was initially.
You were like, oh, why am I doing this game? I'm so scared of scary
This is some
games.
fucked up shit.
And yet, you've decided to take it.
I decided as I played more, I realized like this sort of scariness is not like Dead Space 2 scary, which is one game that I can't play at all.
I love Dead Space 2, but that's like, there's different types of scary.
Mhm.
Dead Space 2 is like, boo, scary.
And then
'cause, like, you
Silent
walk
Hill is
in-
like mess with your head scary.
Yeah.
But this one is more just like there's a lot of tension. And there's like a strong will to survive. And it's basically tense, like fighting wild rabid animals.
That's what you compare the zombies to. That's interesting. Now you're actually using a great tactic here. You kick them first, and it kind of makes them stumble back or fall down. And
That
then
is-
you can kick them repeatedly on the
I'm
ground.
curb stomping that gank. But yeah, so you see that blue meter right there. The reason I use kick is that it doesn't expend any energy. That's your stamina bar. So whenever you sprint or like swing your weapon, you'll use energy.
So once you knock them down, pretty much, you can just keep kicking them until they're dead most of the time without using any energy, saving your weapon, saving your stamina in case you need to run away.
And also saving money to repair that weapon with.
Yeah, that's actually a really smart tactic, I think.
But as you level up, it seems like the zombies kind of scale with your level. So the kicking takes a lot longer as you progress through the game.
Yeah. It's like
So
a level
you
50.
use you
Knock them down, kick them for
and
like
kick
half
'em
an
to death.
hour.
But
All right, I got
you're
one zombie.
You're using the kicking as just kind of like a defensive maneuver to keep them at bay, and then you could like aim at their head and bash their skull in.
Kind of like the melee, is that how you say it? Melee attack in Left 4 Dead?
Yeah.
You kind of, it'll
Right,
push
right,
them
it
back for a
pushes them
second,
back.
and then you can like shotgun them.
Yeah, I had to think for a
I
bit.
always use a shotgun in Left 4 Dead, so.
You're a big fan of that shotgun.
I like shotguns just because they have such a wide range. Like, in Deus Ex, you use the shotgun if you're playing through lethal. You can blind fire around a corner and you will hit whatever's right there.
Well, because the spread is so large.
Exactly.
It's
and
hard to
that-
miss.
It's an effective weapon in gaming.
But it's got no range, so
They got to be up close.
yeah.
Now, every time somebody jumps on you like that happened to me a few times the first time I played through. Is it always left trigger, right trigger?
It is always left trigger, right trigger.
It's never anything else. Well, good.
I
That's
haven't
good
seen
to
any
know.
combinations.
So, if you guys are playing on the 360, it's left trigger, right trigger, and if you're playing on the
Probably-
PS3, probably L2, R2.
Probably L1, L2,
They
or
like to
R2.
swap it on the PS3. They use the bumpers instead of the triggers, it seems like.
Oh, right. Yeah,
I don't know for sure, though. You'll have whatever it is.
right.
Yeah.
Just remember left, right. Yeah. And do it before the circle completely fills or
Yeah.
empties.
Yeah, and early on, you have forever to do, forever to do it.
There's a lot of kicking and looting. That's what this game
He's
is all
dead,
about.
Stephanie. I think you need to stop kicking him.
Ooh, luggage. Money.
Now, you weren't hiding underneath your desk or anything. For people who like that sort of terrifying, scary experience, have you encountered moments that made you go, "Oh my god, I need to like stop and take a break"?
There was this one part where I entered a building and like I saw a zombie in front of me and I was about to go approach him to like, introduce him to my bat.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden this other zombie grabbed me from behind.
Somebody's having
And
a bad
coming to
day.
part 2.
Join us in part 2 at guides.ign.com to figure out what happens with this guy in the pool of blood. And, of course, be sure to check out the site if you need tips or a full written walkthrough.
What else could I do?